What's up people, I'm Halls and this is Defeat the Enemy. Today we're taking a look at my first impressions of Brutal Doom. I had a nostalgia-fueled hankering for some Doom. Nostalgia-fueled hankering. What the fuck? I fucked that up, haven't I? Who writes this shit anyway? Me, I write it. Why do I write this shit? I don't fucking know, but there it is. Anyway, I wanted to play some Doom, so of course, with such an old game, I got online to figure out the best way to play it on modern systems, and this seems to be the answer. This is the Brutal Doom mod. We're on the old level 2, which is my favourite level of Doom. I don't know why, I just love this level. Shooting some zombies, as you can see. So anyway, I got online to figure out the best way to play it on modern systems, and Brutal Doom seemed to be the way to go. Technically, it's a mod with a ton of features beyond what the original Doom had, but it's all in keeping with the feel of the original Doom, so it's all good. Doom is a first-person shooter, as you can see. It's set on Mars during an alien invasion. Demon invasion. Demons have come around and they've turned everyone into zombies, and your job is to kill them all with an increasingly powerful array of weapons. Why array of weapons? Selection of weapons? I don't know. Anyway, with weapons. You start off with a pistol, or in Brutal Doom that's actually an assault rifle, and you quickly upgrade that to all sorts of weird and wonderful guns, like the shotgun, which you can see here, the chain gun, which you're about to see in a minute, etc. Combat is fast, brutal and satisfying. Enemies do quite a lot of damage to you, but health packs are plentiful, or at least in the early levels of Chapter 1, which is all I've played so far, seeing as this is a first impressions. The assault rifle turns the pistol into a viable weapon, so you can actually, it is actually worth using now. It's not just a shit gun for when you run out of bullets for everything else. The shotgun is meaty and incredibly powerful. The chain gun, as you're about to see, is as ridiculous as ever. Enemies range from zombies armed with pistols and shotguns to demons throwing fireballs, and the iconic pinkies, which are basically walking tanks that try to take you down with melee attacks and try and eat you and stuff like that. Brutal Doom has a bunch of combat improvements over the original. Most notable is the locational damage and the ragdoll physics. It's small quality of life improvements that make a big difference to how the game feels. Also, you can see injured enemies screaming and screaming as they bleed out, and sometimes a downed enemy will pull a pistol on you and try and take a few shots before they die, and you see limbs flying everywhere. The gore system is improved. There's like blood on the walls, blood on the ceiling, dripping blood all over the place. It's really very doomy, even though it wasn't actually in Doom. The level design is also great. Each map is a maze or labyrinth, if you like. Instead of like a linear corridor, you have to find your way around. If you don't know the level, you're lost basically. You don't just like walk forward. It's quite tough to find your way around sometimes, although obviously these early levels, I've played them so many times, I know them like the back of my hand anyway. So yeah, the level design is really good. There's a key card system, so you have to find the red key to go through the red door, or the yellow key to go through the yellow door, or whatever. So that prevents you from getting completely lost and going completely the wrong way. But it's still pretty tough to navigate if you haven't played the level before. And the later levels, if I remember correctly, they are fairly tough to navigate. I mean, I mostly played the shareware version of Doom back in the day, so I know Chapter 1 quite well. But Chapter 2, 3 and 4, I've got no fucking idea where I'm going, so once I start playing those, I'm going to be lost quite a lot, I think. Presentation-wise, I think the game looks pretty good, but if it wasn't a 20-year-old game, I'm not sure if I'd say that. It's running at 60 frames per second, 1080p, so there's no problems on that front, but the sprites are a little odd-looking. I'm not sure if I'd like them or not, if nostalgia wasn't a factor, but at the end of the day, I suppose that's a matter of taste anyhow. So this is a low-tech game by today's standards, but I think it looks pretty nice, to be honest with you. Sound-wise, they seem to be using the original sound effects, at least for enemies, possibly for guns, I'm not sure. But it sounds pretty cool how I remember it. And the music has been updated by another mod, which replaces the original MIDI music with fan covers of, I guess it's like the level 1 music is covered by a band doing the level 1 music. I don't really know. I can't remember the music particularly well, except for the theme tune, but anyway, it's pretty good, sounds alright, and it helps to recreate the feel of playing Doom, even though it's not an accurate recreation. Overall, I'm really enjoying what I've played so far. Everything is basically how I remember it, although everything from the graphics to the weapons to the music are much different. Even the resolution's different, so the mod captures the feel of Doom perfectly and brings everything up to date. To be honest, I think this mod for a 20-year game is actually better than a lot of newer shooters. No cover mechanic, no 2-weapon limit, no picking people off 100 fucking meters away before you can see them, no sprint limit, just you, a backpack full of guns, and a maze full of monsters. Brutal Doom, everybody.